Hello everyone, I am Yashwanth. I am studying in MSc Chemistry, Jesus College, Ooty Road, Mysuru. I am explaining about standard solution and calibration. First we learn about definition of standard solution, types of standard solution, choosing a standard solution and making the solution. What is standard solution? A standard solution is a solution for which the concentration is accurately known, and we can use this solution to determining the concentration of other unknown solution, and they are used in a volumetric analysis to help us calculate the concentration of another solution. Therefore, we must be certain of the concentration of our standard solution, and it is only certain chemicals can be used in the production of a standard solution. Next we discuss about types of standard solution. There are two types of standard solution. First one is primary standard solution, second one is secondary standard solution. First one, primary standard solution is a prepared by directly dissolving a known amount of a pure substance in a specific volume of solvents, and the solute must be highly pure, highly stable, and it is non-hydroscopic, and it is a soluble. Example, sodium carbonate is used in acid-base titration. Second one is secondary standard solution. It is a concentration is not known precisely from direct preparation but must be standardized against a primary standard, and it is less pure, less stable, or may react with air or moisture. Example, hydrochloric acid, which is standard using a primary standard like sodium carbonate. Then we discuss about choosing a standard solution. Before we make up a standard solution, we must make sure of a few things first. The standard solution be chemically stable during storage, that is, it cannot react with air or moisture or itself. It must have a known formula, that is copper sulfate and water. It is not allowed to absorb water from the air. It cannot be hydroscopic. We must be certain of the fast, complete, balanced reaction with the chemical of unknown concentration. It must be pure and analytical quality. Next, move on. Making the standard solution. The process of making the standard solution, each step of this process is designed to ensure the right mass of the standard get into the right volume of water. First step is take accurately weight the mass out with a balance on a piece of filter paper. Then write down the exact mass which you are take. Then second one is use a funnel to transfer the mass to a clean, correct sized volumetric flask, that is 250 ml of volumetric flask. Ensure that you do not drop anything. Third one is wash off the paper and funnel with distilled water from the water bottle. All of the mass must end up in the flask. Fourth one is fill the flask 3/4 full of water. Then take a stopper and invert to mix until it is dissolved. Then when it is dissolved, carefully fill up to the mark with distilled water, invert to mix. Then Last step is calculate the concentration based on the mass and volume you used and write it on the flask. These all are about information about standard solution. Next we discuss about calibration. Calibration is a necessary component to ensure the authenticity of qualification and validation. Calibration is a process that demonstrates a particular instrument or device produce result within specified limits as compared to those produced by a definite standard over an appropriate range of measurements. Next, calibration activities must be performed with qualified instrument by an accredited laboratory. What is calibration? The measure device required calibration. Calibration is measurement technology and metrology is the comparison of the measurement values delivered by a device under test with those of a calibration standard of known accurately. And calibration is the process of the adjusting an instrument or equipment to meet the manufacturer specification. Then, calibration is a process by which ensure that an instrument reading are accurate with reference to established standards. And calibration is performed using primary reference standard. Instruments needs to be calibrated before using, for example, weighting balance and pH meter, etc. Next, move on purpose or need of calibration. To determining the accuracy, precision and deviations of the measurements produced by all the instruments. Then second one is to establish the reliability of the instruments being used and whether it can be trusted to deliver repeatable results each time. And then make sure that the reading of equipments or instruments are consistent and correct every single time. These all are about for important purpose or need of calibration. Thank you so much.